ever gonna believe what just happened. So it's October 21st, 2015, which is the day they go to in Back to the Future 2, and I'm sitting at my desk, and all of a sudden Doc Brown shows up, and we went to the future. I just got back from the future. I saved the show. It was amazing. Doc, come here. He's not believing me.
Great Scott!
That's Doc Brown, kind of. Amazing. Are you ready to start the show, though?
Katie, beware. Sometimes when you go to the future, things in the present can change.
Yeah, but I'm sure nothing changed, right?
Hey guys, welcome to Garbage Time. I'm your host, Bill Simmons. Tonight on the show, my buddy Jacko stops by to talk about the Deflategate. Joe House is here to listen to me rave about the sneaky good Celtics. And we're going to catch up with Joey Tata from 90210. But before we get started, there's some stuff I want to get off my chest. And now is the perfect time. So let's start with you, Bob Lee.
Hold on, what the
Whoa, Katie Nolan, what are you doing here?
What do you mean, what am I doing here? This is my show. What are you doing hosting it?
Actually, it was your show, but I've had a lot of free time on my hands. I learned how to basket weave, and while you were in the future, I went back into the past, and I changed some stuff so I could host your show.
You probably could have just asked. Can I have a basket, by the way? That sounds lovely.
I'm very good at it.
But, Bill, I'm not entirely sure why you would want to host Garbage Time on FS1.
Because I thought I'd be able to say mean things about ESPN.
That's true.
I was just about to, actually, if you wouldn't mind. I was going to talk about Mike and Mike.
No,
One guy's named
sorry,
Mike,
no,
the other
letting
guy's
this go.
named Mike.
I
That's
do
the
mind.
show.
Bill!
Mike and
Bill!
Mike.
This is my show. I worked really hard to get it, and I want it back. Can I have it back?
No.
Please?
No.
What if you and that cousin Sal guy like to gamble, right?
That is true.
Okay, well, I was just in the future. What if I tell you
Ooh,
who's going to win the next 5 World Series?
I would love that.
Okay.
Oh my God. 4 more titles? We're gonna own the 21st century. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Take your show.
Okay, you. That's better. The Garbage Time with Bill Simmons. That. Cue my music. That's better. My hair looks nicer now, too. Hey, guys, welcome to Garbage Time with Katie Nolan. I'm Katie Nolan, your real host, and I'm coming for your show next, Simmons. Tonight on my show, I play Is This a Thing? With SNL writer Katie Rich, and play hockey, kind of, with the awesome women of the New York Riveters of the NWHL. And, gotta get this out of the way, since we taped this show earlier in the night and can't actually go into the future, I'd like to say congratulations to the Royals and or Mets for clinching their World Series berths. Or congrats to the Blue Jays and or Cubs for staying alive. Great job, teams that won. You'll get them next time, teams that lost. But our main story tonight is that the NFL seems to have a problem with rules. And not in the way that I have a problem with rules, like when someone tells me, hey, Katie, you can't drink a beer walking down a busy street in Manhattan at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. Because why not? But a problem in the sense that they don't seem to know which rules matter and which rules don't. For example, Cam Hayward of the Steelers was fined $5,787 last week for honoring his father, a former NFL player who passed away from bone cancer, by printing his nickname Ironhead on his eye black. The following week, he did it again because, plot twist, his father had still passed away from bone cancer, and he now faces an additional $11,576 fine. After a meeting between Hayward and the NFL, the league has reportedly lowered those fines, not eliminated them, and Hayward has decided he won't honor his father in that way anymore, which definitely seems like the best way that could have been handled. All this because of the sacred Rule 5, Article 8 in the NFL rulebook, which states, players are prohibited from wearing, displaying, or otherwise conveying personal messages either in writing or illustration unless such message has been approved in advance by the league office. Items to celebrate anniversaries or memorable events or to honor or commemorate individuals such as helmet decals and armbands and jersey patches and players' uniforms are blah, 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 blah. And if you think that seems rather specific, consider these other actual rules the NFL fines players for. Excessive profanity during a game as deemed by a ref. The first offense, $11,576. Second time, $23,152. Holy To bring a towel on the field that's not to specifications, first offense, $5,787. Second, $11,576. And stockings, aka socks, must not be altered to the point where the solid white and the team colors are not at the midpoint of the lower leg, and you get the same fines as for bringing the wrong towel onto the field. That's right, in the NFL, I think you can get fined more for your stockings than for stalking a person. Because the NFL, you see, are very concerned about what their players are wearing and how they're wearing it, unless they're filming an interview in their locker room, like what happened with Pac-Man Jones and the Bengals this weekend. Then it's just butts, 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 everywhere, butts. In general, I think we can agree that these rules are pretty inconsequential to the game of football, but the rules that matter, that have to be clear in order for the game to function properly, those make no damn sense. Like the Golden Tate touchdown Sunday, that was very clearly an interception in the end zone, a play that only Golden Tate thought was a touchdown until it was reviewed, and oh, okay, it was a touchdown? The rules for these things are written in such a way that they can be interpreted to apply to whatever call was made. The part of the rule book that explains what a catch is over 700 words. That's a catch. Rules should be quick, concise, and easy to follow. Good example, don't murder. It's pretty clear, not a lot of nuance there, and it's so much more effective than do not at any time use a knife, gun, bow and arrow, hammer or other home improvement tool, whittled down toothbrush, your bare hands, or any other item that could be perceived as a weapon to end the life of another human, animal, or living, breathing organism, with the exception of certain plants and wildlife if deemed necessary for survival by an impartial third party. You know a catch when you see one. Golden Tate didn't catch that ball. Des Bryant definitely did. Football shouldn't be this confusing. The only time we should be this confused is when the Colts run whatever the hell that fake punt play was from Sunday. Coming up later on the show, SNL writer Katie Rich, and maybe Bill Simmons comes back. Who knows? Only one way to find out. Don't go.
Week on Thursday Night Football. It's the Thursday night game of the year. Last year's NFC champs visit rival and perennial contender San Francisco. Both teams are 2-4. Wait, both teams are 2-4? What the hell is going on this season, guys? Seattle sucks, Harbaugh's out, Mustache Guy's in, Jimmy Graham made Seattle worse somehow, San Francisco's field has holes in it, and they're hosting the Super Bowl. What the f is happening? Seahawks, 49ers. How are you both so bad?
I love the fact that our Thursday Night Football promo guy just doesn't watch football, and he's surprised every week. It makes it so much better for me. Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. It's time for everybody's favorite segment. This is Delete Your Account. Delete your account! Okay, so this week, when LSU was beating Florida 35-28 and NFL running back Leonard Fournette was busy racking up 180 yards and 2 touchdowns, Dodgers pitcher Brandon McCarthy tweeted this. Let's call him Leonard Fordnet, because he's like trying to tackle a car. Sorry, logging off now. So I was going to tell Brandon to delete his account, but he's usually pretty great on Twitter, and he acknowledged his own awfulness. And then, on Sunday, the NFL on ESPN tweeted, it's NFL Sunday, Week 6, get pumped up. And oh, very subtle, NFL on ESPN, we all see what you did there. Guys, just give me scores and updates, and let's leave the jokes to Frank Caliendo? Anyway, NFL on ESPN, delete your... Wait, what? What was that? He did? Okay, sorry, folks, scratch that, because on Sunday, Darren Ravel tweeted, Detroit Lions. Wait, Detroit Lions. How would you say that out loud? Detroit Lions. Darren Ravel, delete your account. Delete your account! Yeah, you guys thought we were done with that segment, didn't you? Never done with that segment. Okay, in June of this year in Boston, the inaugural draft was held for the National Women's Hockey League, the first ever women's professional hockey league to pay its players. Shocking, but awesome that it's happening. The league started with 4 original teams, the Boston Pride, the Buffalo Beauts, the Connecticut Whale, and the New York Riveters, who happened to play right across the river here in Brooklyn. So last week, I decided to crash one of the Riveters' Friday night practices and hang out with some of the awesome women from the team. I sure wish someone would have told me that we weren't all going to dress up like Rosie the Riveter, but whatever, producer Dave.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Attack, attack!
Do you need to see my ID? I got the National Women's Hockey League. Olympians, gold medalists, college national champions, paid professionals. I played youth hockey, so I thought I knew what I was doing, but I got my work cut out for me.
You the new girl?
Hey.
Coach Chad.
Oh, hey, Coach.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
You gonna mix a workout in with the girls?
I'm gonna just probably hang out and not do this.
So these women are tough. They work their asses off. Maybe I should give this exercise thing a try. Oh, we're good. Oh, so tired. So much work there. Ooh, sweating, but looking good. The girls are getting dressed, so I guess it's time to suit up. But I had to borrow the pads of the woman who started it all. Danny Ryland, commissioner of the NWHL. Commissioner, how did you do it?
The players were so good that they couldn't be ignored anymore, and women's sports have never been hotter, so it actually didn't take too much convincing to get people on board.
I could be drafted into the NWHL.
I think you may be out of your prime.
What? Am I too old?
Women peak athletically when they're 27 years old.
I peaked athletically when I was 12. And that was the last time I skated, too. There's a lot for me to relearn. Probably should start by remembering how to skate. Woo! Remembering it's considered a penalty. Jesus! And how to fight. No, what? Or lose a fight.
How do you stop? Like this? Oh, okay. You make it look easy, but I can't do that.
Okay, so obviously hockey, not my thing, but they let me have a shot on goal.
What's happening? What's happening? Wait!
That's great.
So, Coach, what do you think?
The hardest part of coaching. I like your work ethic. That's why it's so hard for me to cut you. It's a problem. This is a problem. You're not any good.
It wasn't that bad.
You were that bad. Thanks so much to all the players and everyone at the Riveters for having some fun and also kicking my ass. Sorry I almost stabbed that one girl with my skate. That's bad form. Up next, Saturday Night Live writer Katie Rich comes by to play Is This a Thing? Stick around. There they are. There's the crowd. Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. We like to play a game here from time to time where a guest and I debate whether sporting events are real or completely made up by my producers. This week, we were lucky to have the very funny Katie Rich, who writes for Saturday Night Live, stop by and challenge me to this game. This is this a thing?
Is this a thing?
Katie Rich, hi.
Hi.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play Is This a Thing?
Great.
My producers are gonna tell us about a sport, and it's either real or they completely made it up. The winner gets to appear on the other one's show. So if you win, you get to come back on Garbage Time. If I win, I get to host SNL. So does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear the first one.
This thing is called gurning.
What?
It's a contest held for hundreds of years in England where competitors try to make the ugliest faces possible while wearing a horse collar. It strongly favors people with no teeth. So weird. Is this a thing?
I would win that thing.
A horse collar?
Why you gotta wear a horse collar to make an ugly face?
It favors people with no teeth.
Just like
much like
just
men.
like job interviews.
Yes.
And men, yes.
I'm gonna say that it's a thing.
I don't think it's a thing.
It's a thing!
Oh no!
What?
That's not a horse collar, that's a tire.
Oh! Oh! What is wrong with it? Guys, this is not a sport. How do you do that?
You don't have teeth.
That guy doesn't have a jawbone.
Well, they don't have TV or
Play
internet.
that again. What? Okay, that guy is clearly not good enough. That! He's got his nose in his mouth.
This seems like old footage. I think this has been discontinued.
Okay, is there another one? Yeah?
This thing is called air massage. It's kind of like air guitar, but for massages. Contestants take the stage to demonstrate 3 techniques: Thai,
That's not a massage.
Swedish, and
That's
shiatsu.
Thai massage
The
for
next
sure, what
competition
you were
is held in Secaucus next July. Is this a thing?
What? Secaucus.
This is clearly like Joe Biden's best sport, right?
Like air guitar, but for massage.
I'm gonna say that's not a thing.
I know, I am.
Because I feel like that
I am too.
you would
Because
maybe go to jail for that.
You know why? Because Secaucus,
Yeah.
I know, was one of you.
That's not a thing.
Knew it. High five.
We knew it.
This thing is called synchronized walking. Created by a Japanese university to help students get an edge in their job search, everyone wears identical outfits and walks around in circles. The sport is compared to cheerleading, but performed in absolute silence. Is this a thing?
How would synchronized walking help you in a job search? You should walk in
Also,
alone.
if that's what your job is, you're a gang. I'm gonna say it's not a thing.
Well, I'm gonna say it's a thing.
It is a thing. Check it out.
This is North Korean propaganda.
That is not. So we're calling this a sport?
I mean, they're moving. They look like sperm.
Okay, let's listen to the next one.
This thing is called hamster panting.
Yes.
Held every April in Belgium. Adult male competitors see who can keep a hamster in their pants the longest without moving or laughing. If the hamster escapes, you lose. Is this a thing?
Thing!
You put a hamster in your pants.
Yes!
Adult male, very specific.
Yes!
We can't play lest they crawl.
I would rather be able to play that than vote. I think you guys made this up, even though I want it to be a thing so badly.
Can't move, can't laugh. Thing, because that's just good television.
I know.
That's not a thing.
I'm sorry.
I would watch hamster panting. That should now be a thing. We have one more? Okay, here we go. Last one.
This thing is called shin kicking, a 400-year-old sport where competitors kick each other in the shin as hard as they can until one of them falls down. To protect themselves, contestants stuff their stockings with straw like a damn scarecrow.
What's happening?
Is this a thing?
Wait a minute. Why did
They
this?
stuff their stockings with straw like a damn scarecrow. That sounds like an indie band.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I'm gonna go see shin kicking.
I don't even know if I care. I might leave. All right, I'm gonna say it's not a thing. Am I a negative person?
400 years old.
I don't think it's a thing.
Have we had shins for 400 years?
It's not a thing.
It is a thing.
Damn it! Never listen to me. What? This is ridiculous. You know what? I know, even with the risk of CTE, I'm glad we have football because.
I was just gonna say, if I only had a brain, makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
to me now.
yeah. And why are they wearing lab coats? These are the doctors in that town. Look at how many people are there, though. That's like more than a Division III football game.
Katie, congratulations, I won.
You did win.
Yeah, and I'm gonna host SNL now.
Is this a thing?
Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. It's time for Ad Drop. First up, I've been kicked out of my fair share of games before, so I'm going to add Superfan and Detroit Dawn, 2 Lions fans who got kicked out of Ford Field.
We're in the middle of a divisional game against the Chicago Bears, and I get thrown out for standing and cheering on defense.
Is Detroit Dawn the one who doesn't speak? Because I need one of those, just to stare at the camera. While those guys may have gotten kicked out of the game early, at least they didn't leave early on their own, causing them to file a factually inaccurate report about the end of the game, and that's why I'm going to drop this local Grand Rapids reporter who did just that at the Michigan State game.
Michigan coming up with a crucial stop, and they were able to run out the clock. People are spilling out of Michigan Stadium into the streets of Ann Arbor celebrating.
Yeah, I don't know if you missed that game. That's not what happened. Next up, I'm going to add Alex Rodriguez. Yeah, that's right. I'm adding A-Rod. Now that we basically work together, I'm not going to make fun of him for this throw on Fox NFL pregame. where he threw a football roughly 80 yards to Jay Glazer, who definitely should have caught that ball. That's okay. It's okay that you've already broken more monitors than we even have on this set, A-Rod. I'm so happy to have you on the team here with us. And this next one is hard, but I'm going to drop Bradley Cooper. Yep, Bradley Cooper, because of this.
All right, time to go watch my Philadelphia Eagles. I just realized my Eagles don't play today. And I didn't bring a change of clothes. That's embarrassing.
If you're like, what do you mean you're dropping him because of that? What did he do wrong? He has way too many clothes on in that ad for Fox NFL. So that, we're going to drop him. That's it, guys. That's ad drop. Sorry, I'm just thinking about naked Bradley Cooper. Running out of time here, and we need to crown our Garbage Time Hero of the Week. This week, it's...
Έπεσαν οι τραυματιοφορείς. Αυτό δεν είναι ωραία εικόνα. Δεν είναι ωραία.
Speaking of ad drop. Okay, guys, that's the show. Thanks so much to Katie Rich from SNL for coming by. Thanks to all the women of the New York Riveters. And thanks to Bill Simmons for giving me back my show. Also, guys, remember to subscribe and download the Garbage Time podcast. Episode 2 comes out tomorrow with Peter Rosenberg. You will love it. I promise. It was a blast. Have a good week, guys. Stay tuned for more garbage.
Good.
This is your big break.
Yeah.
This is my show. What are you doing hosting it?
I've learned the art of Kama Sutra, and while you're in the future, I also went back in the past, and I changed some stuff I could host on your... damn it.
Aww, you were thinking about the Kama Sutra.
I didn't know if I said it correctly.